Hello everyone, welcome to my channel which is Learning Institute, and today I am going to discuss about the radioactivity. So let's start the discussion. So first of all, introduction. In 1903, the Madame Curie and the P. Curie were awarded jointly with Vacurel the Nobel Prize in Physics for his discovery of radioactivity phenomena. In this video we discuss the radioactive decays law of alpha, beta and gamma rays. So radioactivity is the phenomena of spontaneous disintegration attained by with emission of corpuscular and electromagnetic radiation of a heavy atomic nuclei for n upon z greater than 1.5, like uranium. So you know the uranium having the more than number of neutrons. This is uranium nucleus 92 to 35 or 33 or 39. So there is large number of neutron in comparison to proton. So the ratio becomes nearly 1.5. Radium etc. at a constant rate, affected by any physical or chemical change or influences such as temperature, pressure etc. to which the atom be subjected. It is a nuclear property of active element, and in all radioactive processes a transmutation of elements occur and all together new nucleus is formed. तो रेडियोएक्टिव फिनोमेना में क्या होता है कि स्पॉन्टेनियस प्रोसेस में डिके होता रहता है, और अगर कोई भी केमिकल चेंजेस ना हो जैसे टेम्परेचर या प्रेशर, तो जो रेट होते हैं उनके डिके होने का वो कांस्टेंट रहता है और हमें एक नया न्यूक्लियस मिलता रहता है. सो दिस शोइंग द अल्फा रेज, गामा रेज एंड बीटा रेज. ये एक एक्सपेरिमेंट किया गया था जिसमें अल्फ़ा रेज और बीटा रेज और गामा रेज इनको नाम दिया गया. जो सीधी लाइन गई थी उन्हें गामा रेज, और ये अल्फ़ा रेज जो मूव की थी निगेटिव टर्मिनल्स की तरफ उसे अल्फ़ा रे कहा गया, और जो मूव की पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल्स की तरफ उसे बीटा रे कहा गया. तो बीटा एक तरफ से निगेटिव रे हुई जो पॉजिटिव की तरफ गई, और अल्फ़ा रे एक पॉजिटिव रे जो कि नेगेटिव टर्मिनल की तरफ गया. सो दिस एक्सपेरिमेंट वाज डन बाय मैडम क्यूरी एंड पी क्यूरी, and the Nobel Prize was awarded. Now the radioactive decay law on emission of alpha and beta rays, which is usually but not invariably accompanied by gamma ray emission, the emitting parent nuclei transform into a new daughter element. So जब भी डीके फॉर्मेशन होता है तो पेरेंट न्यूक्लियाई ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाता है एक नए डॉटर एलिमेंट के रूप में जो फर्दर डीके कर सकता है. The daughter element again is radioactive, and so that the process of successive disintegration continues till the original active parent nuclei get transferred into a stable one. तो जब तक ओरिजिनल एक्टिव पेरेंट न्यूक्लियाई स्टेबल नहीं हो जाता तब तक हमें नए नए डॉटर न्यूक्लियस मिलते रहते हैं. तो अल्फ़ा बीटा गामा रे का एमिशन हमेशा लगातार होता रहता है बाय नेचुरल प्रोसेस जब तक कि जो पेरेंट न्यूक्लियाई है वो स्टेबल ना हो जाए, लेट तक न पहुंच जाए. सेकेंड डीके लॉ है द रेट ऑफ रेडियो एक्टिव डिसइंटीग्रेशन, दैट इज़ द नंबर ऑफ एटम्स दैट ब्रेक अप एट एनी इंस्टेंट ऑफ टाइम. किसी पर्टिकुलर टाइम पे कितने नंबर ऑफ एटम ब्रेक्स हो रहे हैं इज़ डायरेक्टली प्रोपोर्शनल टू द नंबर NT ऑफ एक्टिव न्यूक्लियाई प्रेजेंट. तो वो इस बात पे डिपेंड करता है कि कितने नंबर ऑफ एक्टिव न्यूक्लियाई प्रेजेंट है. जितने ज़्यादा नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियाई प्रेजेंट होंगे उनका डीके रेट उतना ही ज़्यादा होगा. नाउ डीके इक्वेशन कैन बी रिटन एज लेट NT बी द नंबर ऑफ एक्टिव न्यूक्लियाइड्स present in the sample at any time t, then we have experimentally minus of dn of nt dt proportional to nt. So this is the number which is actually present in the sample under the study, and this minus is indicating the decrease. The negative sign hints at the fact the NT decreases with टी, जैसे जैसे टाइम बढ़ता है वैसे वैसे एनटी डिक्रीज होता है. So and this is the lambda, which is constant of proportionality and also known as a decay constant, and which is a characteristic constant of element. किसी भी न्यूक्लियाइड का characteristic constant होता है. Now after solving we get d of nt upon nt equal to minus lambda dt, and after integrating we get ln of nt minus lambda t plus a is a constant of integration. So using initial condition, at t equal to 0 nt is n naught, this is the initial number of nucleides, so this will give a equal to ln n naught. If we put this value in equation above, we get a equal to ln n naught. After substituting this value in above equation, we get ln nt upon n naught equal to minus lambda t, and this will give nt equal n naught e to the power minus lambda t. So this is the formula for decay expression, and we also known as the decay equation, decay equations for any nuclide. Clear? So this term indicating that the as time increases nt is decreases, so this is exponential decrease. So I can show here, so this is t and this is nt. So this equation gives the exponential decrease. This I can say n naught initially t equal to 0. Now the half-life of a radioactive nuclide is defined as the time, denoted by t half, in which the original amount of radioactive atoms is reduced by way of disintegration of half its value. तो वो टाइम जितने समय में अपनी प्रारंभिक मात्रा का आधा रह जाए, उस टाइम को हम हाफ लाइफ बोलते हैं. कोई भी न्यूक्लाइड अपनी प्रारंभिक मात्रा का आधा रह जाए, तो एट टी इक्वल टी हाफ एंड टी इक्वल टू n0/2, which is half of the initial value. So putting this value in the decay equation, that is nt equal n naught e to the power minus lambda t, we get n naught by 2. This is n naught by 2 equal to n naught e to the power minus lambda, and t is t half. So after rearranging and solving, taking log both sides, we get t of half equal to ln 2 upon lambda, and after simplifying we get 2.303 log. Here the base is 10, 2, and if we put the value of log 2 here, which is 0.3010, will give a 0.693 upon lambda. So this is the relation between decay constant and half-life. So this is very important formula. The numerical questions are generally asked by this formula, on this formula. Now average life, the average or mean life, that is T bar, of a radioactive element is the average lifetime of all the atoms in the given sample, and is defined as the ratio of total lifetime of all the atoms to be the total number of atoms. तो एवरेज मीन लाइफ टाइम को हम डिनोट करते हैं टी बार से किसी भी रेडियोएक्टिव एलिमेंट के लिए, और उसको हम डिफाइन कर सकते हैं रेशियो ऑफ टोटल लाइफ टाइम. सो दिस इज द टोटल लाइफ टाइम अपॉन total number of atoms, and this will show the total number of atoms. So T bar equal to T1 dn1 plus T2 dn2 plus dot 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 and dn1 dn2, and simply we can write as in integration form t equal to 0 to infinite t dn, and this is n naught to 0. We know that as t increases nt tending to 0, so at t tending to infinity the remaining number is tending to 0. So the limit is n0, this is initial value to final value, and final value is 0, and this will give the value is minus n naught. So finally we get here minus 0 to infinite t dn upon minus n naught. This is the but we have already dn equal to d, and this is the value of n naught e to the power minus lambda t. This is n equal to n naught e to the power minus lambda t, that is decay equation. So this will give simple derivative. So t bar equal to lambda 0 to infinite from here. This is 0 to infinite t dn upon n naught minus n naught. So t bar equal to lambda t, and this is the value of dn. So this is dn, and after simple integration we get you can easily find this is equal to 1 by lambda. Clear? Therefore t bar equal to 1 by lambda, and we can also write as t half equal to 0.693 upon lambda. This is the value expression for t half and lambda, and which is equal to 0.693, and this 1 by lambda is equal to t bar. So this also gives a relation between half life and average life. So I hope this is clear to all of you. Now the activity we can define as the activity or strength AT of a radioactive sample at any instant t is defined as the number of disintegration occurring in the sample in unit time at t, and the expression is AT equal dn of t upon dt, that is rate. Activity means generally a rate by which it can be decay or can be disintegrate. So this is equal to lambda and nt from the decay equation, and this is also equal to 0.693 upon t, this is nt. So this is lambda, so this will give the lambda. Now some units of activity. Customer units of radioactivity is called the Curie, which is after the name of Madame Curie or P. Curie. It is defined as the activity of any radioactive substance that disintegrate at the rate of 3.7 into 10 power 10 disintegration per second. So 1 Curie is equal to 3.7 into 10 power 10 disintegration per second, and small formulas are 1 millicurie and 1 microcurie, which is equal to 10 power minus 6 Curie. Clear? So these are the units in which activities are represented. Now the radioactive displacement law. The alpha particles have been identified as a helium nuclei. Suppose we have parent nucleus having mass number A and atomic number Z, and after alpha decay the parent nucleus becomes a new daughter element whose atomic number will be Z-2 and mass number will be A-4. जब भी कभी अल्फा डीके होता है तो परमाणु क्रमांक में 2 की कमी होती है, decreases by 2 and mass number will be A minus 4. So its position in periodic table will be shifted towards left by 2 because this is Z minus 2. So it is shifted towards left by 2. So we can represent as ZXA, alpha is alpha decay. So this is new nucleus Y, which is equal to A minus 4, this mass number, and this is the neutron atomic number Z minus 2. Similarly, in case of beta particles defined as the minus 1 of E naught e to the power 0, which is generally an electron. Due to beta emission, the parent nucleus becomes a daughter nucleus or daughter element and expressed as Z plus 1 x to the power a. तो बीटा के केस में जो परमाणु क्रमांक है वो या एटॉमिक नंबर इंक्रीज कर जाता है बाई 1. सो दिस इज इक्वल Z plus 1. So its position in periodic table will be shifted towards right. So this will shifted towards right by 1 due to Z plus 1. So this can be represented as ZXA, beta decay, and this is new element with mass number and atomic number. Now the natural radioactive decay series. There are 3 naturally occurring radioactive series, and these 3 series are: the first is uranium series, which is called as 4n plus 2. Actinium series is called 4n plus 3. Thorium series is called 4n, and also there have another series is called the Neptunian series, and which is called as the 4n plus 1. So this is all about for radioactivity. So I hope this video is very useful for those who preparing for entrance exam, MSc Physics or GATE or NET, any physics entrance exam. So thanks for watching video. Thank you.